Good morning, 112. I just wanted to read to you our language arts assignment. Well, it's really a writing assignment that you have to do for today. And you have until the end of tomorrow to hand it in, so I want you to take your time. Our team's meeting at 9:30 is about this assignment, which I know everyone's going to have a lot of questions on, so that's why I wanted to meet. But first, I am going to read it to you. So up here is where you can open the story for reference. So you have it right here in the document. It says, in How Do You Raise a Raisin? The author uses vivid imagery, pictures, and illustrations. So vivid imagery are the pictures and the illustrations that you see in the story. And a question and answer format to tell readers facts about raisins in an engaging way. So the author asks a question, okay, at the beginning of each page in a fun way, and then gives you information as an answer, factual information, okay, things that are real, things that are true. She asks questions using rhyming poetry and then answers them in an ordinary way. So what you have to do is write an essay that gives examples of the most vivid imagery and how do you raise a raisin. Then tell which examples you like the best. Give reasons to support your opinion. Try to use some of the critical vocabulary in your writing. So make sure your opinion essay begins with an introduction and ends with a conclusion. Sorry, guys. Includes examples of imagery from the text, states your opinion, gives reasons for your opinion. So over here, what we have is an organizer, okay? And you are allowed to use the words that are here, but where you see this line, and this is what I'll be going over in the morning, over here, these blanks is where you are going to input your own words. Once you're done with all that, you're going to rewrite it down here if you want to change anything, but you are not allowed to keep it just up here, okay? I want you to rewrite it. The more you practice your writing, the better you'll become, and also the better you'll become in your English. So I'm just going to show you a quick example. I've given you your hook. Have you ever wondered where raisins come from? Recently, I read an informational text which included poetry called How to Raise a Raisin. This informational text was about, I'll show you this in the morning too. Okay, we could backspace a little bit. Was about sorry guys, I'm trying to tape video and show you at the same time. The way raisins are grown. Period. Okay? So, you are to input your own information on the blank lines. The author also included poetry too. Why did the author choose to give us some of the information as poetry? The poems also included figurative language and vivid imagery to help me understand. So go back to the story. You should open up the story on a separate tab so you could go back and forth. Go back to the story and select some similes, some idioms, some of the figurative language that you saw in the story. In this informational text, the author uses a few examples of vivid imagery. In my opinion, I like the example of, which was your favorite one? And we're going to go over that in the morning. Which was your favorite illustration? The best, I believe, I like the example of blank the best. So which one was your favorite? I believe this is a good example of vivid imagery because. Why? What's your opinion on it? Another example of vivid imagery that I found in the story was, I found this example of vivid imagery on page, okay? So where did you find that example? I feel that this is another great example of vivid imagery because, and remember, vivid imagery are the pictures, what you imagine in your head, the illustrations that the author chose to use. That is vivid imagery. And here is your last paragraph. Overall, I believe that the informational text included many strong examples of vivid imagery. So you are to complete the last two or three sentences of the paragraph on your own. And I wrote here, this is where you can relate the story to something in your life. Do you like raisins? Do you use them to cook? So this is your final paragraph. Now, once you have completed all that, you are to retype it, okay, down here. So this is not due until the end of Friday, this Friday. When I'm looking at your screens, I want you to really focus and try to concentrate on doing the best work that you can with this essay and practice everything that we went over day after day in class. I really don't want you guys to lose this, okay? So I'll see you at 9:30. Good luck.